Well, you may have seen me out, but I would never put myself in a position to get hurt or be caught. I would never hold hands or do anything improper in public. So everything I did personally was private. I made sure of that. I won't send a naked picture, a naked video, anything, because it may possibly get out, and I didn't want to take that chance back then. Now, who cares? But
DA Brat sat in front of the camera, her hands trembling slightly as the weight of the moment hit her. The world had already seen her life turned upside down by the viral leak of Judy's S*X tape, and now it was time for her to speak the truth. I never imagined I'd be standing here, talking about this, DA Brat began, her voice thick with emotion. But the truth needs to be told. Judy's actions have destroyed everything I thought I knew about our relationship, and it's time for me to share that with the world. She wiped a tear from her cheek, the pain in her eyes visible. What she did to me, what she did to us, changed everything. This is the end of something that was once so beautiful. DA Brat's voice quivered as she spoke about the moment she realized the truth. I thought we had something unbreakable, DA Brat shared, her eyes welling with tears. I thought Judy was the one person I could trust more than anyone. But then everything changed. The moment I found out about the S*X tape, everything came crashing down. She paused, visibly struggling to compose herself. To have something so private exposed to the world, to have it taken from us like that, it broke me. DA Brat wiped her face as she continued, the hurt still raw. The hardest part wasn't just the tape, it was the betrayal. The lies. The things Judy kept from me. I thought I knew her better than anyone, but she betrayed me in the worst way possible. Her voice trembled as she shared the impact of the betrayal. This wasn't just a mistake, it was a decision. And that decision changed everything. The betrayal went deeper than DA Brat had ever imagined. When I found out, it wasn't just the tape, it was everything around it, DA Brat said, her voice tinged with bitterness. It was the lies, the deceit, the fact that she didn't tell me the truth. She didn't think I would find out, and that's what hurt the most.
I love you, and of course I love her, and I don't like the tension. Because she seen me hurting over the interview you just did. What happened in that interview you did? I don't want them to get the reaction that you give. Because after you did your interview, bloggers and interviewers, they like, you ain't talk to your sister, but I was like, I talk to my sister every day. Whether I talk to you every day or not, we good. Don't worry about us, we good.
DA Brat's anger simmered beneath the surface as she spoke about the emotional toll the betrayal had taken on her. She didn't just break my heart, she broke my trust. And once trust is gone, there's nothing left. She shook her head, disbelief still in her eyes. How could someone I loved, someone I trusted, do something like this? I gave her everything, and she took it all for granted. DA Brat paused, trying to calm herself. I don't even know who she is anymore. The person I thought I knew is gone. The moment DA Brat discovered the truth was a moment she would never forget. It wasn't one big reveal. It was a series of things that didn't add up, DA Brat shared. The late nights, the missed calls, the way she would act distant, like she was hiding something. But then, one day, I saw the tape, and everything changed. DA Brat's voice dropped as she recalled the painful memory. I didn't go looking for it. But when I saw it, I knew everything had been a lie. She paused, voice breaking. That moment was a turning point. It was the moment I realized everything I thought was real was just an illusion. DA Brat wiped away another tear, her face etched with pain. I couldn't unsee it. I couldn't pretend anymore. The truth was right there, and there was no going back. When DA Brat confronted Judy about the affair, the response she received was not at all what she had expected. DA Brat had hoped for an honest conversation, maybe an acknowledgement of the hurt Judy had caused, but what followed was far from it. At first, Judy denied everything, DA Brat shared, her voice filled with frustration and disbelief. Judy's initial reaction was to deny the affair, dismissing the severity of the situation as if it was something insignificant. She tried to tell me it wasn't true, that I was overreacting, DA Brat continued, her words reflecting the deep hurt she felt from being dismissed in such a callous way. DA Brat had already seen the evidence, she knew the truth, and there was no way for Judy to hide from it. Judy's refusal to acknowledge the gravity of the situation only added to the emotional weight DA Brat was carrying. DA Brat's anger flared as she spoke about Judy's attempt to justify the affair. She kept saying it was a mistake, that it didn't mean anything. DA Brat said, the bitterness in her voice unmistakable. Judy's words made it seem as though the affair was something trivial, something that could be easily swept under the rug with a simple explanation. But it did mean something. DA Brat continued, her voice growing more forceful with each word. It meant everything. She betrayed me. To DA Brat, the affair wasn't just a minor lapse in judgment. It was a betrayal of trust, a betrayal of the bond they had built. The emotional weight of that betrayal was far too heavy for any simple excuse or justification to erase. DA Brat shook her head, disbelief still clouding her mind as she remembered Judy's attempt to minimize what had happened. How could she minimize something like that? DA Brat asked, her voice trembling with the intensity of her emotions. How could she act like it wasn't a big deal? The anger, sadness, and confusion DA Brat felt in that moment were overwhelming. Judy's actions were more than just a mistake. They were a deliberate choice that had irrevocably altered their lives. Her voice became more forceful as she described the emotional toll of Judy's justification. It wasn't just a mistake, it was a choice. And that choice changed everything for us, DA Brat said, her words carrying the weight of a decision that had not only hurt her but had also changed the course of their relationship forever. The pain wasn't just about the affair itself. It was about how Judy's refusal to take responsibility for her actions made it impossible for DA Brat to even consider moving forward. The emotional impact of the affair, combined with Judy's lack of accountability, made it clear to DA Brat that their relationship could never be the same. DA Brat reflected on how Judy's affair and the viral leak of the sex tape had changed everything between them. Once the truth came out, everything felt different. DA Brat shared, her voice heavy with emotion. The moment the affair became public, it was as if the world had shifted beneath her feet. It wasn't just about the tape, it was about everything that came with it. DA Brat continued, her eyes filled with sadness as she recalled the chain of events. The lies, the secrets, and the way Judy had tried to cover everything up all piled on top of the initial betrayal, leaving DA Brat emotionally crushed. The affair had been a breach of trust, but it was the aftermath, the attempts to hide, deny, and minimize the situation, that truly broke DA Brat. It was all too much, DA Brat said, pausing as the memories of the painful situation resurfaced. The public nature of the affair, combined with the emotional devastation, made it nearly impossible for DA Brat to heal or move forward. DA Brat paused for a moment, gathering her thoughts as she tried to make sense of the emotional turmoil she was experiencing. I couldn't look at her the same way anymore, DA Brat said softly. Every time she looked at Judy, all she could see was the woman who had lied to her, who had broken her heart, and who had made their once private relationship a public spectacle. The betrayal had changed everything, and DA Brat found it impossible to see Judy through the same lens again. Every time I saw her, all I could think about was the betrayal, she continued, her voice trembling with the weight of those words. The trust that had been shattered, and I couldn't get past that. The trust that had once been the foundation of their relationship was gone, and no matter how hard DA Brat tried to move past it, the betrayal remained at the forefront of her mind. The emotional distance between them grew wider with each passing day, and DA Brat knew that there was no way to bridge the gap. DA Brat's voice trembled as she continued, speaking about the constant struggle she faced in trying to rebuild their relationship. We tried to make it work, DA Brat said, her words tinged with regret. We tried to move forward. Despite their best efforts, DA Brat knew that the emotional toll of the affair was too much for them to overcome. But every time we did, the betrayal hung over us, she said, her voice filled with resignation. It was like a dark cloud that loomed over them, preventing them from truly healing. It was like a cloud we couldn't escape, DA Brat added, the sadness in her tone palpable. The emotional weight of the betrayal was always there, and it made it impossible for DA Brat to move forward with Judy, knowing that the hurt and trust issues could never truly be healed. The constant reminder of what had happened made it impossible to forget, and no matter how hard they tried, the damage was done. As the public learned about DA Brat's situation, the reaction was swift, overwhelming, and filled with support for her. Fans took to social media in droves, expressing their heartbreak over the betrayal and offering words of encouragement. DA Brat doesn't deserve this, one fan tweeted, their words reflecting the collective shock and sadness that many felt after hearing about the affair. She's been through so much already. Judy's betrayal is unforgivable. The fans who had supported DA Brat for years now rallied behind her, offering their love and admiration for her strength in dealing with such a painful situation. Another fan wrote, DA Brat is so strong for speaking out about this. She doesn't deserve to be treated like this. The outpouring of support showed that DA Brat had an army of fans who not only admired her for her career but also respected her for her bravery in confronting the truth. They understood the emotional pain she was going through, and they weren't going to let her face it alone. Celebrities also weighed in, offering their support for DA Brat. What Judy did was wrong. DA Brat deserves so much better, one celebrity commented, echoing the sentiment of DA Brat's fans. Judy's betrayal was seen as a public violation of trust, and many people in the entertainment industry stood by DA Brat, offering their encouragement. Judy's actions have hurt DA Brat in the worst way. I stand with her, another celebrity shared, reinforcing the notion that DA Brat was not alone in her struggle. The overwhelming support from fans and celebrities proved that DA Brat had the love and backing of those who truly cared for her, and it helped to ease the emotional burden she was carrying. It means everything to me to have the support of my fans and friends, DA Brat shared, her voice filled with gratitude. It gives me the strength to keep going, she added, reflecting on how the collective support from those around her had helped her find the strength to keep moving forward in the face of such deep emotional pain. Despite the heartache, DA Brat is determined to heal and move forward. I'm not going to let this define me, DA Brat said, her voice filled with strength. I've been through a lot, and this is just another chapter in my life. I'm not going to let one person's betrayal control my future. DA Brat's resilience shone through as she spoke about her plans for healing. I'm focusing on myself. I'm taking time to heal, to rediscover who I am. I'm not going to let this break me. I'm going to come out stronger. DA Brat's voice became more confident as she reflected on her future. I know I'll get through this. I know I'll find happiness again. And I won't let anyone take that away from me. If DA Brat's emotional journey resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about DA Brat's strength in overcoming this heartbreaking betrayal? We'd love to hear from you.